Today, we're going to talk about faith versus fear. I'm Laura Berman Fortgang, Master Credential Coach, 5-time best-selling author, and TEDx speaker. Faith versus fear. It really gets down to your relationship with fear. Do you let fear take you over, or do you let fear just inform you? So I kind of get this image of that 1950s horror movie, The Blob, it was called, going down the street, this blob of goo. That's like fear taking you over versus a mosquito bite. And you're like, you itch it, you scratch it, you pay a little attention to it, and you move on. You need to improve your relationship with fear in order to be able to be in faith more. So anytime you have negative self-talk, that's fear talking. You're not good enough. Other people do it better. Nobody needs to hear from me. That's all fear. So what does faith sound like? Belief in self, belief in possibility. And then that brings up the question of, well, what if you're deluded? What if you're just going down the wrong path and you don't even know it? That's when you engage mentors, you engage experts, you engage people who've been on the path longer than you, and you're like, oh, no, I'm taking all the right action. It's just a matter of time. So I've come up with COPE, cope. How do you cope with your own fear? C, catch yourself. Catch yourself going into fear, like say, oh, okay, it's just fear. I get it. Turn it into a mosquito bite instead of a blob. O, open. Be open to not knowing. Like you think you know the outcome. Why are you so convinced the outcome is going to be negative? So that brings me to P, possibility. If you hire a coach, we live in the land of possibility, not like rose-colored glasses, but we live in the land of it's possible, or else why are we even having the idea in the first place? And E, exhale. Stop holding your breath. It's going to be okay. That's having faith. So take that into your weekend, faith versus fear. And I thank you for being here. See you next week on Friday Focus.